Maya's Show, a special Tuesday edition of Maya's Show. Take it away, girl. What's up?
Hi.
Hi. You're just too cool. You're like, whatever. It's a special Tuesday edition. What makes it? We already see it on the screen. We see everybody on screen. Tell us what makes this Tuesday edition of Maya's Latest News to Keep Us in the Groove very special.
Alec Benjamin.
Alec Benjamin!
Hey.
Woo!
Thank you for having me.
That is awesome. Alec, dude, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited to be here, so I'm having a great day.
Well, we're excited to have you and some friends here with us, and I know Maya's got a ton of great questions for you.
Cool.
And you got some good songs for us too, right?
I hope so. I brought my guitar, so you guys will be the judge of whether or not they're good songs, but I'll play them.
But most importantly, you're all wearing very cool shirts.
Yes.
That's because looking cool is half the battle.
I just got this.
You just got it. It's still got the crease in the sleeve.
You guys gave me the cool. I didn't bring it with me.
The latest news to keep you in the groove with Maya at Seacrest Studios. It's a limited run, very difficult to find and get shirt. I've already sold mine on eBay for $1,000. Just so you know. I haven't, of course.
Good to know.
Yes.
Just kidding.
But you gotta get it signed first by Maya.
That's true.
Maya, what questions do you have?
Okay, so I read that you started your own tour and went to Europe and
Yes.
played outside Shawn Mendes and Troye Sivan concerts.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I want to say that was a really good idea.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, and what inspired you to do that?
Well, I guess what inspired me to do that was I had played for a really long time, like playing in coffee shops and stuff, and there was nobody there, and I always just played to whoever was working there, and that was great because I got a lot of practice, but I realized that if I wanted to maybe get fans and play for people who weren't just working at the coffee shop, I would have to go to them first. And so I was driving one day and I saw a big line outside of a concert, and I was like, well, I guess maybe I'll just go and sing in those lines because there's so many people who care about music who are lined up outside and they can't really leave. They have to listen to me because if they want to get into the show, then they have to stay and wait. So that's what inspired me to do it.
Cool. Yeah, so you've said that you're heavily influenced by John Mayer.
That's true.
So how did it feel getting well-deserved recognition from him?
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for saying that. It's well-deserved. I appreciate that. But it was really cool. I was driving in the car a few days ago, and I got a message from someone. They were like, dude, check Instagram. And I looked on Instagram, and I saw that John Mayer was posting stories about my music. And it was it was the craziest thing because when I was a kid, you know, like 13 or 14, and I got into music, he was like the first artist that I discovered. And so the fact that he was talking about my music was like, it really gave me validation that, you know, okay, I can do this. And it was really cool. And he sent me some nice messages, so that was exciting. Yeah.
Okay, so for those of us that didn't see that,
cool.
what did he say?
Oh, he said he really liked my storytelling, and he said that. Well, he said a lot of nice stuff, but I feel uncomfortable saying it like about myself, even though he said it. But he was like, "This is how you do it," and I was like, "Oh, that's rad." It was very cool. Yeah,
Nice.
that was very cool.
Cool.
So we know you do your own animation for your videos, and what got you started doing art and animation?
Okay, so I have to tell you. It is a misconception. I didn't animate that paper crown video, but I had an idea that I wanted to have an animation for it. But I went to college with this kid named Alan, and he was an amazing animator, and he taught me a bunch. But he was the one who animated that video, so I can't take credit for it. Although I would love to take credit for it because the animation is super rad, but I didn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you find inspirations for your songs, and how do you tie that into your songwriting process?
I think sometimes it's hard because sometimes you're not as inspired to write, but I think like I try to pay attention when things are happening in my life, and I try to talk about things that like are actually happening to me. And then one way I do it too is I read a lot of like poetry and a lot of just a lot of articles and things online, and when a cool word like stands out to me, I don't always know in the moment how it relates to me, but I try to hang on to that word, and then when I'm writing with like a friend or something, I like bring the word back up and try to relate it to my life. So that's how I do it.
Cool.
If we give you a cool word, will you put it in your next song?
I could try, yeah.
Okay. Got any cool words? Cornucopia. That's a good
That's
one.
quite a large word, yeah. But I could try.
Parallelogram. Yeah, just unicorn.
Unicorn, okay.
That would make a lot of kids here in the hospital happy if you could work unicorn in somewhere.
Okay.
A lot of our friends are unicorn fans.
Cornucopia of unicorn.
Cornucopia of unicorn.
Well, you know, I can't,
Unicornucopia.
I can't promise you that it's going to be the best song, but I can definitely do my best to make a song out of it. Yeah.
Right on. Okay. We'll be looking for that.
All right.
Next time John Mayer, Instagrams you.
It will be about a song called Unicornucopia.
I can't believe you wrote a song called Unicornucopia.
This is how it's done.
This is how it's done.
Yeah.
Say, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah.
What song off your album Narrated for You is the most personal to you?
The song that is the most personal to me is a song called "If We Have Each Other."
Love that song.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that one's the most personal to me because I talked about one of my fears in the song, and then I also I talked about my sister, which I have never talked about in my music really before, and I talked about how we used to fight when we were younger and how I kind of regret that. And so it was hard for me to come out in a song and say that, but I'm happy that I did. Yeah, but that's definitely the most personal song. At least I think so. But yeah, that's the most personal song for me.
Cool. Yeah. So, what song do you love to rock out to?
What song do I love to rock? Is it my song or any song? Could be any song.
Pick one of
Yeah.
yours
Pick one of mine?
and then somebody else.
Okay, all right. Well, I can tell you we play the song called The Boy in the Bubble, which is a pretty you can't really rock out to my music. It's very it's very chill, but that's probably the one the most that you could rock out to. And then I think that my favorite song is a song by Eminem called Stan, and I like to rock out to that song, and we play it live at the show too, so yeah.
And you rap it and everything?
I rap it, yeah.
Oh, man.
Also, Unicornucopia
You-
should be a rap.
Yeah.
Unicornucopia should be a rap
I
song.
don't write rap songs, I just cover them.
You just cover them.
Yeah, I can't rap.
What other rap artists do you cover?
Well, he's probably the only one that I've actually seriously covered, but every once in a while I'll do I don't know, I mean, I like, probably just Eminem, but
Okay.
maybe, I don't know, I'm trying to think of another rap song that I covered. I know I have covered a few, but maybe I rapped a No Diggity the other day, and so some other Dre, some Dre stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't do it too often, only once in a while.
Only once in a while. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming projects that you can tell us about?
I do. I can't tell you who it is, but I have a collaboration coming out with another artist that I'm a really big fan of, probably in January, so that would be cool. I can't tell you who the artist is yet, but that will be really exciting. And then I'm working on, so the Narrated for You album was a mixtape, and it's not my full debut album, so that's going to come out probably in the summer, after the summer next year. Yeah, and then I'm planning I'm planning another tour. I have a lot of things coming out, more music videos. I'm pretty transparent about what I'm doing. I know some artists are they don't like to talk about it, but if I could just put it all out right now, I would.
Nice.
Yeah.
Last week we had 21 Pilots in the studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was going to ask you, have you covered any of their rap?
I have not,
No,
but I'm
okay.
a big fan.
But the question was, are you going to collaborate with anybody? And they're like, well, in order to collaborate with somebody, we feel like we should be really good friends with them, and we don't have any friends.
Okay. Well,
What's
fair
that
enough.
answer? So I'm glad to hear you're collaborating with somebody.
You know, I did write a song though with Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots, but we didn't really finish it. But
Are you serious?
Yeah, but that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Hey, connection. That's really neat.
Yeah.
Now you need to say, hey, I was just in the Seacrest studio too.
Yeah. We
And
should
now
finish
need to-
that song.
We got to
man.
finish that
Yeah.
song. We got to finish the song.
Definitely.
Right on. Do you want to do a quick? Oh wait, what? What are you gonna?
Okay. Well, you skipped over a rapper when you were.
I skipped over a rapper. Which
yeah,
one?
Brandon Michael Hall.
Brandon Michael Hall.
The
Okay.
most
Yeah.
important.
The most important one. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Brandon Michael Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Also-
he's also a rapper.
Yeah. An
Okay.
actor, rapper,
So-
multi-talented person who
I'll have to check him out.
who is
Yeah.
prominently featured in Maya's latest news to keep you in the groove.
Okay, well then I can't. Then I have to check him out.
So this
I
is
will.
why we have this show, because even Alec Benjamin didn't know what he should be in the groove with, and now
Yeah,
he's
you got to keep me up to date. I'm actually not that current on what's popping, so I feel like you know. So if I ever need to be cool and find like new music, I'm just gonna tune into your show, and then I'll be like have all these names, you know.
I think we just changed
How
the
did you
name.
get so cool? I won't tell them the secret.
We just changed the name of my show to What's Poppin'.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm down. That's good.
Rad.
Well,
Yeah.
do you want to ask another question, or do you want to hear a song? What do you feel like?
I think a song.
A song.
cool.
All right.
All right.
Mr. Alec Benjamin, go ahead.
Here's a song.
Throw us. What are we gonna hear? What are we gonna hear?
This song is called "Let Me Down Slowly."
We know so. Okay.
This night is cold in the kingdom. I can feel you fade away. From the kitchen to the bathroom sink, and your steps keep me awake. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Cold skin, drag my feet on the tile as I'm walking down the corridor. And I know we haven't talked in a while, so I'm looking for an open door. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. And I can't stop myself from falling down. 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 Could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Cool. Rad. Alright, it's very early for us to be singing, so I have to excuse the voice cracks.
And it's not even noon yet, man, and you're already singing. That's like, hey, shout out to Nathan over there in the corner.
Yeah.
Way to go. Yeah.
This is Nathan, by the way.
Nathan, good to have you.
Nathan
Thanks.
and I write a lot of songs together, and also he's performing with me this evening. So yeah.
Sweet.
I'm
Excellent.
very happy that he came today. And was able
And
to
where
join
are you
us.
playing tonight?
The Larimer Lounge is what it's called.
Larimer Lounge. And
Yeah.
is it sold out?
It is. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is cool.
It's
Right on.
exciting. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's my first time playing in Denver by myself. I've been here once before, actually twice before I've played here, but I was opening for somebody. This is my first headline show, so it'll be rad. Yeah.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
Right on.
But I was looking forward to this, to be honest, more than the show itself. So don't tell anybody, it's secret.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
This was the water that I can drink this. Okay, cool. All right, great. I'm all right. Thank you.
All right. What else do you got, Maya?
So, what was your first concert, and is there a special memory attached to it?
Yes. Okay, so that's I have a couple of answers to that, because the first concert that I went to, I think when I was really little, I saw Billy Joel, but I was 5 and I slept through the whole thing, so I don't think that really counts. But that was the first concert that I went to. But then the next one I went to that I was really hyped on was NSYNC. I saw them, and that was pretty cool. That was a No Strings Attached tour. And then the concert first concert I chose to go to, where my parents didn't like surprise me with tickets or anything was I saw this artist named Matas Yahoo. He's like a reggae artist kind of with my friend Evan and my mom, and that was really cool because I don't know, it was like cool to go to a concert with my mom and my best friend. We had a great time, so that was a good experience for me.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So is there a singer you hope to collaborate with one day?
Yes. My favorite singer, one of my favorite singers. I mean, I have a lot, but I really love Coldplay. And if I got to meet Chris Martin, that would be really cool. I'm a big Coldplay fan, so that would be rad. Yeah. I would have I have a lot of singers. So that question
You
could
sound
go
like
on
Maya.
forever. Yeah.
My question, like, who's your favorite actor? She's like, oh my gosh. And then
There's
it's like
too many.
Yeah, so tell us a couple more. That's
Okay,
awesome.
well, obviously I love John Mayer and Jason Mraz. They're great. I love Eminem. I love this artist called Citizen Cope. He's really cool. And then there's too many. I'll stop it there. Yeah.
So is there someone you've met that you've been completely starstruck by?
Yes. One time I was in a studio and I got to meet Jason Mraz, who I really love. And when I saw him for like the first 5 minutes, I couldn't speak. I was just like, didn't say anything. I was like hung out at the water cooler for like a minute. There's a studio and the configuration was like a kitchen upstairs, and he was there and I knew he was there, but I just like kept filling up my water and drinking it even though I wasn't thirsty. So that's probably him.
Did you get around to talking to him?
I did, yeah. That was really cool. But it just took me a minute to like gain my composure. You know, sometimes you see someone that you really look up to. It's like, you know, it's kind of scary to meet them sometimes.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so I was wondering, is there a celebrity that you casually stalk on Instagram?
There's quite a few. But I think, you know who I think is really pretty? I think Gal Gadot is really pretty. And I saw Wonder Woman and I was like in love with her. So I've stalked her on Instagram quite a few times. But that's the first one that comes to mind. Did you see Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good in that
I'm
movie.
texting her right now.
Yeah, let her know, please. I would be honored. Yeah.
Alec Benjamin stalks you.
She'd be like, who's that?
Just FYI. She's like, who's this guy texting me? I'm like,
Cool.
Cool. So what movie could you watch 1,000,000 times?
I could probably watch Forrest Gump. I really like Forrest Gump. That's one of my favorite movies. I've seen that a bunch of times. Or Napoleon Dynamite. I've seen that movie a lot of times too. I love that movie. It's so good. How about you guys? What's your favorite movie?
I can watch any of the Marvel movies over and over
Okay.
again.
Right.
I watch those a lot.
Yeah, they're great. How about you? Too many.
Yeah. There's this one movie that I love called R.L. Stein's Monsterville.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Souls.
All right. Well, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, I don't. The reason I like this movie is it's not like a horror movie. I can't do horror movies.
Me neither. We have that in common.
Yeah, Titanic even freaked me out.
Yeah,
so.
okay. Me too. I don't think there's anything fun.
what?
Well, I don't think there's anything fun about being scared. That's why my friends are like, we're gonna go see like Saw or something. I'm like, great, go have fun. I'm not going with you. I don't enjoy that.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. So, is there a show you're currently binge watching?
I think I'm always binge watching Friends just over and over and over and over and over again. But sometimes I watch a lot of I watch like South Park sometimes, and then I watch I love the Entourage when it was out, and I binge watched that. But I haven't been watching much TV only because we're traveling so much. We've been playing a lot of video games though. We play Call of Duty for like at least 2-3 hours a day. So yeah, Nathan and I in the car over and over and over again.
what about Fortnite? Is that a thing?
Well, Fortnite, you have to have an internet connection, and we don't because you
yeah,
have to
you're on
play
the
on
road,
live,
right,
and we
right.
don't really have like. I mean, we could have a hotspot, but we would run up a massive bill. Yeah.
through your data.
So yeah, we don't do that.
Run through all your data.
Yeah.
So you've played Fortnite.
I have. Yeah.
Do you know any of the dances from Fortnite?
No, I've actually only played Fortnite twice.
Okay.
I'm like not I haven't gotten into it like everybody else, and that not because I don't want to, but well, I'm afraid that I'll get too into it and I won't do anything else. Yeah,
Stay
so
away.
I had to stay away from it.
Maya, what do you think about another song? Should we hear another song?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
What's this one?
This one. If I can tune it right. This is called Death of a Hero. All right. I think it'd be good because we talked about meeting your heroes. So, well, sort of we did. I don't know. I was trying to relate it, but it didn't really work. But yeah.
How about right after this we talk about meeting your heroes?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was in Pittsburgh when I saw Superman in the back room. He was doing lines or something in the bathroom. I barely recognized him at all. I saw him doing things you shouldn't do with all that power. I wish someone would have thrown him in the shower. I barely recognized him at all. That night I put my youth in a casket and buried it inside of me. That night I saw through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. I burned all the pictures in the attic and threw away the magazines. That night I saw through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. I tried to look away, but you can't look away from a train wreck. The things he said to girls, well, they were shameless. I barely recognized him at all. I tried to help, but he said he was just too far from saving, and nothing I could say was gonna change him. I barely recognized him at all. That night I put my youth in a casket and buried it inside of me. That night I saw through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. I burned all the pictures in the attic and threw away the magazines. That night I saw through all the magic, and now I'm a witness to the death of a hero. Sweet.
So you've met Jason Mraz,
Yeah.
hero. of
Yeah,
yours.
he's a hero of
Yeah.
mine.
Any other heroes you've met?
Well, I have to say, I think you guys are probably my heroes, to be honest. Like, this is really cool what you guys are doing, and it's super cool that you have this radio show, and I'm just like I admire you a lot. So I would say that for sure. Definitely cooler than meeting any of those people, I have to admit. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But not quite the
You guys
letdown.
are very remarkable people. I
Nice.
appreciate it.
We appreciate-
And your mom as well. She's a very nice lady. So
And we appreciate you're not just hanging out by a water cooler.
okay.
Yeah. You're actually talking to us. That's good.
Yeah, of course.
Good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, so what is your all-time favorite song?
My all-time favorite song, I have two. I really love the song called Mad World by Tears for Fears. That song is really great. And then I do love that song Stand by Eminem. Those are like my two favorite songs that I admire them a lot. When I listen to them, I'm like, this is pretty amazing stuff.
Cool.
Also, too, if there's like a song that I haven't played that you guys want me to play, like we're gonna play one more song. So if you want, is there a song of mine that I haven't played for you that you wanted to hear?
Oh my gosh.
I love all your music. So.
Okay, well, it's up
Me
to you guys.
too.
You guys get to pick the last song. So if there's like one song off the album that you want me to play, I'll play it. But if I'm putting you on the spot and that makes you uncomfortable, then just tell me and I'll pick. Yeah.
I think I'm hearing that for the
Oh,
last.
1994. Okay, I can play that. Okay, is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's
Mom, okay, Mom likes that one. All right, all right.
I was gonna say for the last song, it sounds like they want you just to play the album,
Okay,
Yeah,
uninterrupted, just all the way down.
I'd be good with that.
yeah, okay. Not this early in the
Okay.
morning, even though it's not that early. But I get up late sometimes. So yeah,
I think it's you're required to as a musician. You have to wake up late.
yeah, I think so. You know,
It's part of the
usually
job.
I get up very early. Like when I'm at home and I'm in a routine, I get up at like 6 o'clock, 6:30, which is like not crazy early, but for me, like that's pretty good. But then when I have a chance to sleep, like on tour, I slept until like 11:30 or 12 yesterday, but there have been times on tour where like you have to catch a flight or something, you know, and you got to wake up at 5 o'clock or 5:30, get to the airport, and I did that like 3 days in a row, and it just now I know when I have time to sleep, I sleep, you know. It's like I'm in bed. Sorry, I don't care. Don't answer my phone, you know. So. Gotta make sure that you really catch up on your sleep when you have those opportunities. I'm not sure why I felt compelled to tell you guys that, but
Hey, sleep is important.
yeah.
Just tell-
Getting up early.
Yeah.
Oh no! It's not that early. We this was late. When we saw it was at 11 o'clock, we were like, fantastic. That's wonderful.
That's good.
Perfect timing.
You can make that work. Right on. What other questions do you guys have?
So what song do you roll down the windows and rock out to?
Okay, you know that song "Cruise" by Florida Georgia Line? I'm not even like a major country fan. Actually, I am. I do like some country, but that song, I'm like, you know, I mean, it literally asks you in the song to do that, so you can't listen to that song and not roll down the windows.
It's like in the very first line, right? Roll the windows down. Cruise.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I guess I'll cruise.
Cool. So where has been your favorite place to perform?
My favorite place to perform.
Excluding the Seacrest studio.
Yeah, okay. Well, now I have to think. My favorite place to perform's probably been. Well, I have to say that one of the coolest performances that I did was one time when I was younger. I got to play for my grandma, and she came to a venue, and she was 90 at the time, and she walked all the way up the stairs to see me play, and that was really rewarding for me, getting to perform for my grandma. It made her very proud, and that made me feel really cool. So I think like that happened in California, so maybe California's not my favorite place to play, but that was my favorite performance that I've done. So yeah.
Cool. Is there somewhere that you hope to perform?
Yeah, there's a lot of places that I hope to perform. Well, I'd love to go to all 50 states. I'm getting close, but I haven't been to all of them. It'd be cool to go to Alaska. I've never been to Alaska. But I'm honestly just happy to play anywhere where people are excited to have me, you know? So anywhere is fine. I mean, and once you get into a venue, doesn't really matter where you are. It's pretty much all the same. You know, the venues kind of all look the same after a while anyway. So it's really about the energy of the people, not the place.
Cool.
How has your music evolved since you've started?
That's a good question. I think, well, I've grown a lot as a person, and I think I've gotten just like I've had more life experience, and also I think everything, including songwriting, it's not just like, you know, it's not like, oh, I just get inspired and I wrote a song. Everything takes practice. So I think I've gotten better as a songwriter, understanding song structure and stuff. But I think I've just practiced a lot, and so I think just like the natural evolution of getting better at something, just like keep practicing guitar, eventually you get better at it. I hope at least. yeah. But I think I've just matured as a person. That's reflected in what I talk about in my music. So subject matter.
And then just a fun question. If you were to write an autobiography, what would you want it to be called?
If I were to write an autobiography, it would be, well, I would be like, I haven't really done that much, and this is going to be really short, but this is my life. Yeah.
Long title, but good.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in a place where I could really write an autobiography yet, but that's what it would be titled.
That's a good title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't done much. I forget it already, but it'll catch you, right? If you're sitting in the newsstand, you'd go for that one.
Yeah, well, maybe then it'd be good though, because I feel like I've had, me and people my age have all had pretty similar experiences. Sometimes people want to like, read something that they can relate to instead of someone who's been like done like a bunch of crazy stuff, like a pro base jumper or something. It's like this awesome, but I can't relate to it.
How about that's the subtitle and the main title is just so far ...
Yeah, well, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, my life so far.
Royalties. I'll get royalties on that. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
Not going to be getting that many royalties. I don't think anyone's buying that book.
I'll buy all of them. Yeah. It'll work out somehow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So do you have a pre-show ritual?
Oh, no, but I tried to start one, but it hasn't really caught on. You know that? Have you seen School of Rock?
Yeah.
No, he does like, let's rock today.
Yeah.
I try to do that, and we've been trying to do that in each other's palms, like, let's rock today before we get on stage, but we've only done it once, so I can't really say it's a ritual yet, but it might catch on. Who knows? Yeah.
Make sure to do it tonight.
Yeah, we'll do it tonight.
Try a few different ones before you call it a ritual.
Yes.
Yeah. What is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve is probably, man, I don't know. I think I can't really say. I'm not really sure. Maybe what's yours? Maybe do you have one?
I have a list.
I think
Let you borrow some.
maybe it doesn't even really bother me that much, but one thing I can think of is like if someone chews really loud, sometimes I'm like, but then again, like I don't want people to not enjoy their food, so I don't really say anything, but sometimes if I'm like really tired and I haven't had anything to eat and then I sit down to eat and someone's chewing really loud, that could annoy me a little bit, but it doesn't get on my nerves that much.
Maybe not having a
Yeah, okay, then we have that in common.
not having a pet peeve might be your pet peeve.
Yes.
So annoyed that I'm not annoyed more.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like to make music. The cool thing about what I do is that the cool thing about what I feel very privileged to make music because what I enjoy doing in my free time for fun is what I get to do for work, and so that's really cool. Music is pretty much everything for me. But when I have free time, I like to just spend time with my family. That's pretty much it. I make music and spend time with my family. That's pretty much my whole life in a nutshell. Yeah,
It's a good life right there.
yeah, it is a good life. I feel very fortunate.
Very cool.
Yeah. What fictional character would you like to meet and why?
That's a good question. We were talking about Captain Underpants the other day. I don't know if me and Edward were. So I don't know if I'd like to meet him, but that's just the first fictional character that comes to my mind. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So I read that musicians and artists are good with languages, and I'm not sure if that's true, but is there an accent that you've mastered?
There's not, but I speak Chinese. So I'm like, my Chinese is not bad. So that is maybe that's why I wanted to learn Chinese. But I started speaking Chinese before I started making music. So I wasn't like the best in my class, but I feel like that's because I didn't really apply myself. But like I learned a lot from like watching movies and stuff. And I just went to Asia like a few months ago for the first time, and I got to like really use the language, and it was super cool. So we're actually doing a version of one of my songs in Chinese. So yeah, it will be cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I don't know how great my accent is, but I'm all right at it. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think we've ever had anybody in the Seacrest studio that was a native English speaker that also spoke Chinese that we could ask questions of now that you let that cat out of the bag. What are we going to have him say in Chinese?
I'll just introduce myself. How about
Okay,
that?
all right, that's
Okay.
good.
I can say, 你好，我是艾利克班杰明.
Nice! Well done.
Thank you.
Well, how do you say thank you?
谢谢你.
Sieni?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you try to say the latest news to keep you in the groove?
I definitely cannot.
We'll leave that one
I'll
alone.
do some research, but that seems to be a bit out of my league. I can't do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. It's good. All right. That's a good question about language. Can I have a follow-up question?
Sure.
Okay, so we
She'll permit it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Please
Chill out.
I actually did have already a follow-up question. So this is my second, really. So we play a game here in the Seacrest studio that kind of sounds like a different language. It's called Backwards Forwards. Can I
Okay.
have him play this really quick?
Sure.
Kind of fun. So Backwards Forwards is a game where we're going to have you record something in English.
Okay.
Forwards. So you're just going to say it.
Okay.
Not too fast or not too slow. And then I'm going to play it for you backwards. Mm-hmm. And it's going to sound nothing like you expect it to sound. And I'm going to play it for you a few times. And then you have to memorize it. And I'm going to record you doing your best copy of it backwards.
Okay.
Which I think you're going to be pretty good at because you're a musician and you speak another language. So
I'll try.
You should try.
You may be surprised. I may be terrible at it. Yeah.
And then we're going to take that backwards version, turn that around, and see how close you got to the original.
Okay.
All right. So what was the name of your EP, your last album?
The name of my album is Narrated for You.
Narrated for You. Narrated for You. That should be. Want to have them try that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna say the latest news
Sure.
should be in the group.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it.
Want to try that one?
Let's do Narrated for You and see how I
Narrated
do.
for You. Okay, we'll try that one. We'll let you off easy first.
Okay.
And we never know how things are going to sound backwards. So if it's wacky, we'll just try something else.
Okay.
All right. All right. So real close to your mic, not too fast, not too slow. When I point at you, go ahead. The name of your album.
Narrated for You.
Well done. Okay, so that sounds a lot like this.
Narrated for You.
Okay, good. That's the forward
Okay.
version. Backwards is what you gotta pay attention to.
Oh, you're flittering. Yeah, oh my gosh. One more time. Flittering. Oh, you're flittering. It sounds like. Oh, I'm like embarrassed. I'm gonna sound so weird. It sounds like. Oh, you're.
Here.
Oh, you're flittering. Can you say it? No. You do it. Nathan.
It's your responsibility. I
sounds
think
like
it's the game that you play.
You're flittering.
Oh, that was really close. That's good.
Oh, you're flittering.
Oh, you finarin.
Yeah. Oh, you're flittering.
flittering.
Oh, you're flittering. You're flittering.
Okay, here's the last one then. I'm gonna play it one more time.
All right.
Listen real close.
Definitely. Oh, sorry. Definitely can't do the latest news to keep you in the groove.
And right after it finishes playing, I'm pointing at you and you do your best copy.
Okay.
Just clear your mind, say exactly what you
All
do.
right.
Here we go.
Oh, you're flittering. Oh, you're flittering.
There's like some sort of like Norwegian accent in there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you finarin. Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so you just said this.
Oh, you're flittering.
And you started laughing. Okay. But backwards, this is what we really got to pay attention to. Here we go. Oh, we already paid attention to it. This is what you sound like backwards. Here we go. Looking for narrated for you, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Narrated for you. Let's go! That's cool. That's actually very cool.
Alec Benjamin, I think you nailed backwards forwards. Good
All
job.
right, there we
Way to
go.
go.
Very cool.
Way to go. Leia, do you want to try latest news to keep you in the groove?
I think I'll pass.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
You're going to pass, huh? Okay. All right then.
If Maya tries it with me, I'll try it.
Okay.
I will.
That's just the
I
latest news.
The latest
The
news.
latest news.
Okay.
Do you guys want to try it together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can try that.
All right.
Twin power.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we
The
go.
latest news. I'm pointing at you guys. Ready, set.
The
The
latest,
latest
news.
news.
Oh my gosh. You need to be saying the same thing at the same time. We'll try it one more time, all right? So, do you want to like count 1, 2, 3? The latest news. We'll do that.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
The latest news.
Perfect.
That was good. That was perfect.
The
timing.
latest, yeah, really well done. And sometimes people don't sound quite the same recorded, so this is what you guys sound like recorded. The latest news. Really weird. All right,
Good stuff.
backwards. That's right. It's been, yeah. They were on tour, didn't get enough sleep. The latest news. Okay, backwards. Here we go.
That's bad.
That is
hard.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
It just sounds like a bunch of cities.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
There's like a little at the end.
Yeah.
Wait, one more time. One more time.
It's like Slim Zillia Blim.
I have no idea.
All right.
City, I heard
It's like-
City
yeah,
and Lou.
It's like Slim Zitty I Live. It sounds like
Okay, I'm
Slim
just gonna
Zitty I
say
Live.
that. I'm just
Yeah. Slim
Oh, that's
Zitty
it.
I Live. All right, yeah.
Close.
So
What is it?
you're gonna say
What are we saying?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You just gotta give it your best guess.
City,
Slim City I Live.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
just say
Slim
that.
Zitty I
Slim
Live.
City I Live.
Okay.
Okay.
Here I go. I'm gonna play it one more time, and then you guys got to say it together.
Okay, can we
when
do-
I you want me to do the 1, 2, 3 thing
Yeah.
again? Okay, so I'll play it. I'll count 1, 2, 3. Hopefully it stays in your mind, and then you'll say it. Okay, here we go.
Slim City I live.
1, 2, 3.
Slim City I live.
There's some laughing in there. Let's see if you got close. All right, you just said this.
Slim City I live.
Looking for the latest news. Here we go.
The latest news.
That was super
Not quite as good as yours.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Here, it's like,
The latest news.
Nils.
That's what your new show is.
Okay.
We're rewriting your intro. It's just gonna be the latest Nils. That's all it is. Sounds good. Sounds good.
That was good.
The latest Nils. You know what's funny? So Andy Grammer was here a long time ago.
Cool.
Had him play that.
I love his
And his
music.
came out sounding Russian too. His was the name of his album back then was Magazines and Novels, and he ended up sounding like this: Magazines or Novels was exactly what it sounded like backwards. So he laughed. He had a good laugh.
Wonderful.
Magazines or Novels, latest news. What other questions you got, Maya? I know we got a couple more, right? And then we have
Yeah.
one more song to close it out.
Sure,
All right.
absolutely.
So what song do you roll down the windows and what?
We had
It's
so much
twice.
fun. We already forgot we asked that question.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
All good, all good.
Oh, yeah, so you're there.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any advice for all the kids here at the hospital on
good question.
pursuing their dreams? I can't speak.
No, all good. I totally got it. That's a great question. Well, to be honest, I feel like I don't really feel like I'm in a position to give advice, but I feel like I don't know. I really do admire you guys. I'm in awe of you guys. I feel like you guys could do anything that you want to do. Just if you love music, then I guess just write songs. And the internet is a great tool, and you can. I mean, what you guys are doing right now is like have such an amazing facility and just putting your stuff out there. It's like you guys don't need any of my advice. You're doing a great job. This is really cool. So yeah, you guys give me advice. Okay, so anything you think that I should do better, I'm happy to do. Yeah.
So if you could have any song playing to announce your entrance into a room, what song would it be?
Okay, one time, probably any Sean Paul song, because one time I saw Sean. Okay, we were at a radio station like early in the morning, and we saw this big Sprinter van. It was playing like super loud Sean Paul music, and my friend was like, "Man, wouldn't that be crazy if that was Sean Paul?" And it was, and it was so cool. So I definitely feel like the best entrance music, like seeing Sean Paul walk into a radio station, listening to Sean Paul, was like one of the most iconic things I've ever seen. So like if I'll just enter like any entrance song for me would be a Sean Paul song. That was very funny.
What about you guys? Do you?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Entrance song for you? What's your entrance song? She's like, after hearing that Sean Paul story, probably Sean Paul as well.
Maybe Confident by Demi Lovato. That's a pretty
Okay,
good.
that's a good song,
That's a
that's a
good
good
one to
song.
walk into.
Yeah.
What about you, Nathan?
Nathan.
Final countdown. Pretty classic, but that's my choice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your entrance song?
I was trying to be quicker on that.
It's the final
Yeah. I wouldn't know if I'd have known. That'd have been. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that just came out of me. I don't know what that was.
Do you have one?
Probably So We Did by Brandon Michael Hall.
Okay, all right.
The guy you need to check out.
Picking up, that's a common theme. I got to check his music out.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. So, do you have a motto or quotation that you live by?
No, but one time, me and my dad, we saw that one movie. I can't remember what it's called, but I think Bruce Willis is in it. And they were always like, "Never give up, never surrender." And my dad always said that to me. I thought it was really corny, but then as I get older, I realize like that's actually a great motto to live by. It's like you cannot give up. As long as you keep going, like things will be all right. So I live by that, I guess.
Cool.
That's also the good advice that.
Yeah, well,
Follow
that
that
didn't come from me or my dad. It came from a movie, but I'll claim it. That's all good.
It probably predated the movie too, but yeah,
Yes.
that's good stuff. Right on. What else you
I'm
got?
gonna ask you guys again if.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
I guess I don't really have any. I'm just kind of floating here.
I feel like that's a great motto.
Float. Yeah.
No, that is a motto.
Going
That's
with
like
the flow,
Finding
yeah.
Nemo motto.
Just
Yeah.
keep
Right?
swimming.
Right, just keep swimming. It's essentially the same thing.
Just keep
Yeah.
swimming.
but
yeah.
it's a little different, I guess.
Move forward. Yeah.
I like from We Bought a Zoo with Matt Damon when he
that was
says,
a good movie.
"All you need is 30 seconds of courage." I like that
That's
one.
true.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, my dad always, like when he was teaching me to ride a bike, when I was going off to college, whatever it was, he always made me repeat, "I can and I will."
Okay.
Like just that simple phrase. And so now I teach my kids that, and I think that's really good advice. Just like, okay, if you're in a moment where you're like, "I don't know, I can't," just I can. Not only can you, but you will. You will, whatever it is, tackle that
That's good.
challenge.
Yeah.
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 Just keep
Yeah.
swimming. I can and I will.
Yeah.
Never give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah, there was this line from a show that I liked so much that I wrote down, and a character in it said, "A swing and a miss is always better than no swing at all."
Yeah, I
That's
agree
right.
with that. That's true.
So I really like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Thanks.
Do you have one more question?
Yes.
Do you want to ask a question now, and then we finish with the song, or do a song and then ask your question? It's up to you, Maya.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, is that cool?
Yeah.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh wait.
Which one do we land on? I don't know.
Question first, and then
we'll do a song.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, no, I was very confusing the way I did that. That's my bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So, who do you consider to be a real life superhero and why?
I would say probably my mom, just because like my mom is awesome and she's always like a rock for me and my family, and my mom and my dad. Those are the people I look up to the most. Parents are awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Cool. All right, so we have one more song
Yeah.
for you guys. Then. Is
One
that
more tune?
cool?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The whole album is what we decided.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. You'd be here for a long time.
Too early. Too
We're
early.
okay
One
with
more
that.
tune. One more tune.
Yeah.
This is where I broke my wrist, where I thought I could fly, thinking I was Superman. So you know you can't cry, because I wanted to be just like them and save my city from crime. I wanted to be just like them, just like them, just like them. Campbell's chicken noodle soup. When you stay home from school, remember watching MTV when there was still music for you. Just a kid on Troy Street, from my city built in the sand. My father said you'll be a man, be a man, be a man. And I was born in 1994. And I was born in 1994. And I was born in 1994. I guess Santa Claus is just not real, and Batman can't fly, and nobody's invincible, because I know people die. I saw it on the news one day when the towers fell down. September's not the same place now, same place now, same place now. Now tell me what you wanna be, because you grow up too fast. I'll cut my hair and sag my jeans and never show up to class. Get ready, 'cause it's time to leave. So pack up your bags and go be who you wanna be, wanna be, wanna be. And I was born in 1994. And I was born in 1994. And I was born in 1994.
Cool. Sweet. That was for you. For you guys too. But
1994. That's awesome, dude.
rad.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Let's go around the whole room. When were you born? No, just kidding. Awesome.
All
Well,
right.
Alec, dude, thanks for spending time with us today.
Thank you
man.
for having me today.
Maya.
Thank you for having. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, yeah. I'm so happy that that you messaged me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for thinking of me. It's an honor.